Hey Aquarius, this read is for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll see what the universe has in store for you guys today. Alrighty, so universe, what messages do you have for Aquarius? And I feel like we got some cards already wanting to jump out. So we'll go ahead and get started and see what she has to say to you guys today. So I have the heart chakra, and the heart chakra can represent relationships and healing. I have balance, recognition and reward, stand your ground, and moving on. I feel like we're talking about healing and moving forward, moving past our hurt, taking back control of our life, bringing things back into balance, making our happiness more of a priority, and I think that's going to come in from the healing process as well. Triumphant success, new beginnings, foundation and achievements, rest and rejuvenate, and shadow. Yeah, so definitely a transitional period for you. Taking time to heal is what I sense from that rest and rejuvenate. Being able to maybe reorder your priorities, just putting yourself, your happiness, higher up on the list, making sure you're doing something that's fulfilling to you. Feel like in all that, in taking back control of your life and making yourself more important in the grand scheme of things, I feel like that's setting the foundation for a happy life for you. So I have the Tower card here. The Tower card can represent a disappointing ending. A lot of times one that you weren't expecting, or something that you thought was solid, sort of crumbling around you. I feel like it's referring to, I think, the catalyst for this change. And I'm sure I'll get more from that from tarot. I have the Ace of Cups here, and the Ace of Cups tends to represent new beginnings. It can sometimes speak to a relationship, because Cups represents emotion. I don't know that it's talking about a relationship. I feel like it's more about you and about healing and about your happiness and like inner growth. I have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups also represents good news coming soon, something of an emotional nature. I feel like it's all part of this transition, this positive movement forward. I think you're starting to see things manifest for you. Even if it's just within, I feel like you feel lighter on a daily basis as well. I have the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords can represent triumph. So I have the Two of Pentacles here. The Two of Pentacles can represent juggling and finding a balance. I feel like it ties into the Six of Cups in learning lessons from your past for things that didn't work, so you don't repeat the same mistakes. I feel like within that, you're finding a new beginning and also moving from a stormier time in your life to a calmer one. So that's what the Six of Swords represents. And I have the Nine of Pentacles here, and the Nine of Pentacles represents abundance. And I got it on top of that Ace of Cups. So I feel like definitely this transition is going to be healing for you. There's going to be a lot of growth in there. I feel like you're going to be much happier if you aren't already, because I don't think you're at the beginning stages of this. I think you're working your way through this transition. You are moving on. You are moving forward. You're already starting to feel much lighter and happier on a daily basis. I have the Magician card here, and the Magician card represents having all the tools that you need to do the job, to be successful. And I feel like that's where you're at. Like this has been a learning experience for you as well on a personal level. I have the Fool card here, and I feel like the Fool card is speaking to you looking at life in a new way. It's like with a fresh set of eyes. I have the Temperance card. The Temperance card represents a balance between emotion and logic, and I think that's what you found in this healing process as well. You were able to overcome hurts and all those negative emotions and not allow them to tie you down. I have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles represents something that you've been working towards for a long time, finally coming to fruition. I feel like that thing that you've been working towards, that goal, is your happiness. In this case, it's your happiness. It's a happier life. And I feel like this line speaks to that Tower and the catalyst here. So I have the Devil card, and the Devil card tends to represent a person with a manipulative or destructive energy. Definitely destructive in this case. I feel very dishonest, very cold, very selfish. I get the selfish vibe from the Five of Swords as well, because it can speak to selfish or short won victories. So I feel like this person did more for themselves, and you definitely lost out. They didn't really do for you. They didn't look after your needs. You weren't a priority. They were their only priority. I have the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is sometimes called the Heartbreak card. And I think it also ties in with this Tower, and speaking of this relationship coming to an end. But then I also have the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles represents an abundant harvest. So not just the abundance of the harvest, but the groundwork and the work that you had to put in to be able to have that harvest. And I feel like being able to walk away from this negative situation, this negative person, this selfish person, and look after yourself and your own needs and make yourself a priority again, all the healing and everything. This is your abundant harvest. It's a personal harvest. And this line I feel like speaks to your healing process as well, because I have the Seven of Swords here, and the Seven of Swords can represent a situation in which you felt that you were treated unfairly, you caught the short end of the stick, you were lied to. So I feel like it was the unfair, because this person just looked after themselves, and they didn't look after you. They didn't look after your feelings and your needs, and you felt like you didn't matter. So I feel like the Seven of Swords speaks to that. I have the Hermit card, and the Hermit card represents an introspection. I feel like it ties in with that Temperance card and you being able to reflect on what happened afterwards and find clarity and healing and moving forward. Because I have the Six of Wands, which represents triumph over obstacles. And then I have the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles represents starting to see the fruits of your labor. So to me it ties in with the Six of Wands and moving on and healing, and then starting to see the benefits of that, and the benefits of that are just within yourself and the happiness that comes from not being in this negative situation anymore. So I have the Seven of Cups here. The Seven of Cups can represent choices and options and weighing your options carefully. I think this line is speaking to future relationships, because I also got the Lovers card as well. But then I got the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups to me represents your emotional fulfillment and having that deep emotional connection. And I have it next to the Nine of Cups, which represents abundance. And again, Cups represents emotion, so I feel like it's that personal emotional abundance and that connection. And that's what you want in a relationship. So I feel like the Seven of Cups is referring to that, choosing a relationship that's more emotionally rewarding. So being more careful about maybe who you share your heart with, and getting to know somebody first to make sure that they're worthy of that. So I have spiritual strength, victory and success, financial and material changes, and fertility. So I feel like fertility is also speaking to you growing this new life, nurturing this new life, this new you, looking after yourself. I just feel so much positivity coming off of her. And I feel like it just ties into your future and this victory and success. Like you're just growing a beautiful new future for yourself. I feel like the spiritual strength also speaks to that as well. And what you've gained in this process of healing and getting to know yourself better and trusting yourself. The financial and material changes to me speaks of the positive benefits that you're going to get of growing this new life. You're just going to notice it in many different aspects. And you're just going to be a whole lot happier because you've taken control of your own future and your own destiny. And you've made yourself a priority again. Alrighty guys, that's what the cards are saying to me today. I hope you enjoyed the read. Please feel free to comment because I love hearing from you guys. Take care.